Welcome at the Awake TV network. Show on Wednesday. Every Wednesday I'll have a show here for Awake TV network. I'm Ofkje Tekens from Netherlands. I'm a Jungian therapist. I'm a transformational teacher and a talent coach. We're talking today and all my other shows about those beautiful archetypes. We have them 74 and I have a wonderful card deck made last year, summer, about your archetypes and talents. And it's very important to know who you are and what are your archetypes, because you can talk with them and meet your inner dream team, so you can see where's the power inside of yourself and see if there are some maybe hidden talents in your treasure box. So we're going to look for this, yes. And for every show I have a special guest. And I'll tell you who it is after a few minutes. I want to hear this guest's life story, and I'm especially interested in the life shifts they made. Everybody made a lot of journeys during his life. And what role did their archetypes play? And how they use their archetypes in daily life and in their work. Was there perhaps a hidden talent in the little treasure box that they rediscovered? We will tell you. So these hidden talents are usually talents you had in your childhood, but maybe somebody told you it's not worth or whatever. Talents you would choose to life in your dream life and in your mission. But only things work out different. But as Alan Pels in another show say from the Netherlands, it's never too late to explore your archetypes and your talents, so you can make a new journey and a new one. I know how important your childhood is as the start of everything. I will be taking about that a few minutes with Asley Lee, my guest for tonight. She's a special guest for today, so stay with us. And talking about children, I talk with her. I can tell you I'm very experienced with children and teenagers for the last 3 decennia. And I've been a teacher for many years. And I didn't like the school system at all, because I think the books were not right, the teachers didn't do their work as they should do, and help them more with more self-development. I wrote 50 new school books, and now they are widely used on several schools. And I founded my own institute for children with learning disorders. For many years, I helped hundreds of children to get a proper education and see what's in their mind. Many of them I also helped to find their mission. I explored a new game that was called Young Talent. That's very important because schools focus on skills, not on passions. And I love to share the passion with them and find their passion. When you're good at mathematics, you don't have to become an engineer. It's all about that passion when you follow your heart, and there's a good connection between your brains and your heart. Our parents love us all, and we want the best for our children, but sometimes they push too hard in a direction they think they should go. So our intuition or our inner guidance gets silenced over time, and that's really a pity. Often young people study for careers that their parents want for them, more than they want for themselves. So they make wrong choices. And it's up to me to help them with the archetypes to find the right direction and be their guide in daily life. But when I work with them on the archetypes and the talents, they discovered what they really wanted, how they could follow their heart and become who they really are and find a mission at the end. Soon I will launch a new version of this Young Talent game, and it's called Archetype Quest. I will show this wonderful box, and in the end of April, I will start with an online training. Also, this box contains 74 archetypes, and there are little cards like this. Let me show you. This is the teacher, and I'm really a teacher. And this is about the free spirit. The athlete, when you like sport. So these 74 archetypes, you choose 10 or 12 of them, all beautifully designed by Lisa Rutte from Amsterdam. She's also in one of my interviews. There's a manual with a description of all archetypes, including the light side and the shadow side. As you know, all the archetypes have a light side and a shadow side. And it's also important to embrace that shadow side because it's also a part of us. So, in this box, you find also the boards of this Nautilus. And this Nautilus is living down the bottom of the ocean. And you'll see it's in the center of your soul. And then you choose archetypes. You put them on the board like this. And you put the archetypes who are the nearest to your soul here. And then you come out of your little room, like the Nautilus shell does, and you'll find your mission. So you're going to contact and speak with your archetypes, and you go to a deeper layer, not with your brains, but to your subconsciousness, which you can see with your own eyes. So you're going to, in a meditation, we call that an imagination, and then we get more information about our subconscious. So you know yourself much better, and you go to a deeper level. So at the end of April, there's a possibility to become yourself an archetype coach. And I do that in a webinar. Also in April, I have a few free webinars in which I explain more about archetypes and the archetype quest. It's an online training of 7 modules to become a certified archetype coach, an archetype quest coach. You can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. And think of it, you can be the first archetype quest coach in your country. Think of all the children and adults you can help to find your mission in life. And at the same time, by coaching them, you can earn a living. Isn't that a wonderful opportunity? If you send me an email or something, I can tell you more about it. And when I was a teacher, I also learned the importance of doing things in a playful way. And using my chester and making jokes, I made sure that my pupils would laugh every now and then, because life is a game. And let's play it. I play with my pupils and students together, this game. So every show at the end, I do a special offer for you about Archetype Quest box and the online training, or with the Archetype and Talents box, or maybe a personal session. I would love to join you in finding your archetypes, finding your inner dream team, and be very happy with finding your mission, because everybody has a mission. Archetypes are the mirror of your soul. They are rooted in the collective subconscious, and they help you to connect with your soul, your heart, and your intuition. And everybody has archetypes, also you and me. But most people don't know them, and that's a shame. Most of the time they're hidden, because in your childhood you've been told you're not worthy, you're not good at that. But they don't know, you know. So, but most people, they know them, or they don't know them, and that's a shame. For connecting with your archetypes and your soul means you make decisions with your heart, in line with your mission, for a more fulfilling life. Your most important archetypes are your inner dream team. They are connecting together, they do cooperation together, and they help you to open your treasure box. Because you're so much more than you think you are. Let's play together, because life is a game. I talk about these aspects, about children and archetypes, with my guest, Asley Lee from San Diego, Los Angeles, in USA. Asley is a very spiritual woman. She's a nurse and she's a healer. And she helps children all over the world to connect with their inner truth. How to do that? She teaches children and their parents through the Center for Conscious Kids with support from the United Nations. I did a podcast with her for United Nations for Conscious Kids. You can see it on my new, YouTube channel. Asley also has her own show on Awake TV on Sundays, 9 a.m. PST. So don't forget to watch her. It's all very interesting and amazing. So I'm excited to welcome Asley Lee in my show today. Asley.
Hi,
Welcome to this Awake TV network show. You're
I'm
from
so
San
excited to be
Diego,
here.
San Diego, so far from the Netherlands. But please, do you want to introduce yourself? I'm so proud that you want to contribute.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Ofkje, for inviting me to your show and really experiencing archetypes and our inner dream teams. It's such a beautiful craft and idea and opportunity to experience our lives in these ways. And it's so exciting to have met you in France
Yeah,
and spend really up close one-on-one time together. So
yeah,
thank you, and I'm so happy to be here with everyone.
yes. And thank you, Ashley, for the contact. So that's why I'm on Awake TV now. You made a connection. And you are very good in making connections, Ashley. That brings me to the spinner. We have 74 archetypes, and here is the spinner. And you're like a spider in a web. You're contacting everybody, and you're so good in that. So you're very good at contacting children also and teenagers. Can you tell me something about that?
Yes, I look at it. I hadn't looked at it as a spider before, creating a web. What I look at it is creating a hive in
Mm-hmm.
that hexagonal sort of the sacred geometry is looking at how we all connect together
Mm-hmm.
as a humanity, as girls, as boys, as nations, as communities,
Mm-hmm.
as children or adults. There's lots of different collectives or groups of people. And inside this grouping, I look at how they're all connected and interconnected
Mm-hmm.
and supporting kids in those ways. And I'm really called deeply to support kids that are leaders in our world, child leaders who
Oh, yeah.
have extrasensory perceptions and have the ability to feel the world, right? Because now that we're a little bit distanced from each other or
Yeah.
segregated in these ways for pathogens on our
Yeah.
planet,
Mm-hmm.
what we do is we come together by feeling one another, by sensing one another, by sensing through thoughts, sensing through emotions, sensing through our general, right, spiritual or energetic field,
Mm-hmm.
so that when we can't physically touch each other, we can touch each other these ways. And
Yes.
it's really an amazing time on the planet where we're all integrating into these concepts of connecting with one another.
Yes, yes, for sure. And you work for United Nations from Conscious Kids. I did once a podcast for you with a meditation.
Yeah, I actually am associated with the United Nations with a few people inside there that I am sharing through one of my initiatives called Center for Conscious Kids.
Mm-hmm.
That I have a program called the Children's Meditation Program. And
Yes.
inside that program, what I'm doing is supporting practitioners online, presenting their energy, their mission, their vision, their purpose, their process
Mm.
to support children in connecting with their inner guidance.
Yeah, I think,
And when they connect with their inner guidance, they get to share that with their mom and dad.
yeah, I would really appreciate when parents would share these archetypes. There are a lot of archetypes, 74, and you have a light side and a shadow side. I would love to talk about you with the shadow side. But first, I want to
That'd
introduce
be fun.
Prince and Princess. They are for
Wow.
kids. I also have King and Queen, but I love to talk with you about children today. Is that okay for you, Ashley?
Yes, please.
Yes,
That's
because
beautiful.
the intuition from children is so good. I've worked for 32 years with children with learning disorders, but also with psychological problems. I am a Jungian psychotherapist, and I work a lot with archetypes with them. And children feel the archetypes, they see the images, and I really love to join them and share these cards with children. Yes,
Yes.
that's nice. And what do you have with children? What is your contact with children? What would you
With my contact with children around the world is multifaceted. Many of them connect with me through avenues of having physical situations like allergies or asthma or autoimmune challenges. Many of them are highly sensitive to their environment. So highly insensitive to fluorescent lights or loud noises or ticking of the clock or people's thoughts or emotions that are around them from the other children in the classroom and or their parents and or teachers. So they have multisensory experiences they can't explain, and it's challenging for them to share, and they get overwhelmed in their environments.
Yeah, and people don't understand that. When you don't have
Right.
highly sensitive kids, they don't understand it at all. So it's so good that you're a nurse and also work in hospital. Maybe not now with the coronavirus, but you're really a healer. And you see, there's not a Red Cross, but a heart. You work with still, isn't it? Can you tell me about your work? You work with little babies, isn't it?
I work with little babies, premature babies, all the way through adulthood in an environment called the cardiovascular ICU, or intensive care unit, for children with congenital heart defects. And we support them through surgical and non-surgical interventions to support their healing of their hearts.
Wow, that's great. And then you use also music or your other healing stuff you're doing. Can you tell me something about
in the hospital? Yes, we use other modalities of healing called integrative medicine programs. Wow. They're throughout all of the US, and I do understand that they're in other countries as well. And these integrative medicine programs are music therapy, are animal therapy. So we bring in dogs that the kids get to pet the dogs. They have acupuncture, massage therapy, reflexology, and art therapy, and also healing touch. Many hospitals have different energy medicine programs, Reiki and healing touch programs throughout the country.
And why did you want to be a nurse when you were young?
I just knew. I first started in college to be a doctor, and I was going to be a geneticist. And then I decided I didn't want to spend all my time in the laboratory. I wanted to work with people directly. Yeah. And so I finished 3 years of pre-med and changed my degree to nursing, and knew instantly it was to work with kids. So I modeled all of my nursing education around pediatrics. And I've been in pediatrics for the last 30 years in the newborn intensive care unit, the pediatric intensive care unit, and then now the cardiovascular ICU. Wonderful. For kids. And so in those environments, that's where I also do my innate healing work, which is energy healing work. And that energy healing is amazing because it hits many facets of our experience. Yeah. So our physical bodies become healed with energy healing, our mental bodies, our emotional bodies, and our whole spiritual body. So I work with the whole person. Wow, and nursing was a beautiful model for that as well, is to work with the whole body, and now, including the genetics. Yeah, but now I know you're also a mom yourself. Yes. So your own children, did they experience that you were a healer when you were a mom? Yeah. You were little? Yes, as in many different ways. I was a very different mom than most moms. I knew innately to teach self-healing. And so my practice in my actual life and in my business life is still the same. I work and support everyone in learning how to access their own self-healing through resources and support. Because when people can support themselves in healing themselves in any moment to moment, situation to situation, so they actually really feel good. Yeah, that's where it all starts. When you were a mom with little children, you get more interest, how do you say that? Interest in what you want to do with the healing stuff. Yes. Yeah. Yes, so I helped children recognize. I have a natural knack in understanding where people are gifted, where they they see, they hear, they feel, they know, and I support them in developing those gifts of interaction and connection with the world around them,
So this is a
their
good,
inner world and their outer world.
yeah, so you can very good combine these archetype cards like alchemist. You like this transformational stuff, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. I love the alchemist card. I love standing in and embodying that archetype.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Uh,
We
yes,
it,
I,
it can be worked in science, but it can also be worked in relational alchemy.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But may I ask you, Ashley, you were a kid once too yourself, and
So
how was your youth? You were once a kid yourself. How was your
I
youth?
was once a kid myself.
Yeah. So how was your youth? Did you have brothers, sisters?
I have an older brother and a younger sister,
Yes.
and then an older sister who had passed away when I was little, when I was 2.
That's a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a wild and woolly childhood. It was very exciting. Lived in many different areas, New Orleans, Chicago, and grew up most of my life in Hawaii.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yeah, and so it was very exciting childhood. Lots of different things that had occurred and changed in my childhood, and being in the ocean, being sailing and surfing and swimming and scuba diving and doing lots of things in the water was very exciting for me.
What is your connection with water? Because from the elements, it's about feeling, connecting with the water. You do a lot of stuff in the water, a lot of sports.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about when you was a kid? Was it important for you to be in the water, to feel safe?
I think it's still important. Yes, I love the water, and I love utilizing energy healing through water because our bodies are made mostly of water. And I recognize inside the water holds consciousness, holds awareness, holds an understanding. And I know that I can work with that very simply and very easily. And that's what creates a lot of the alchemy in my life, is by shifting consciousness inside water.
With the alchemist. May I ask you something, Ashley? You had bring my cards too on your table, isn't it?
Yes, I have them right here.
Table, yeah. Can you show a few? Then you turn them around.
Yes. Turn them around.
Yeah, that's a herb woman. But can you pick the table and pick a few cards if you like?
Yes, I'd love to.
So I can demonstrate the watches how we can work with these archetypes. Is that nice? Wow, innkeeper. Okay, that's one. Another two, please. The wizard. Ooh, exciting.
I can't wait to see what we're going to do.
I'll show you. And this is the digger. Wow. Interesting.
Okay.
You recognize them because we have them all 74, you know that? And
yes.
I asked you, do you want to share something about archetypes? And you have 3 of them. I write them down.
Yes.
Innkeeper. And it's the digger. And the wizard. Which one do you like the most?
Let's see, I'll mix them up. I'll have my inner guidance share with me.
Great.
I like the wizard the most.
Yeah, I think so.
My inner guidance said that.
Yeah, there's the guy too here, over here. You can take any direction, but we work with that. Okay? So.
Okay.
What's interesting is with the 3 cards that you know the archetypes, we have them all, and you take these 3 cards and you like to see also and know that there is a light side and a shadow side. And what do you know about the shadow side from yourself? Do you have shadow sides?
I've been clearing them daily for the last.
We're never ready, actually, so don't worry. No rush, because we will never, ever be ready, is it?
I don't know. I've been approaching them and working with them. I find them very exciting when I work with my shadow sides.
Yeah.
The other side of the shadow is an amazing expansion.
Yeah.
And it's so it's exciting to work with the shadow sides.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that I've worked with the shadow side of the wizard.
No, I'm sure we didn't. We worked with this porter, and he has a negative side, I know. This is fun. But my dream is also that every family in the States and everywhere in the world, people will take one card in the morning and look at it and open up, because there are so many hidden talents. Is it? So my mission is to open a treasure box and show who you are and make yourself visible, isn't it? So,
right, exactly.
Yeah. So, is there one of these three archetypes? They are hidden, or no?
Is one of the three archetypes in the wizard?
Yeah. Do they have a shadow side? The wizard a shadow side?
This one does.
Yeah.
That's what my inner guidance tells me.
Okay. Then we start with that one, because you want to talk about your shadow side. So I explain a bit the archetype quest, the game we're talking about. It's about this beautiful coach, and he don't know where to go. So we ask the king where we want to go. He's in the front, but in the couch there is your soul. We put him in, boom. And now he knows the direction. When there is a good cooperation between the king or the prince or the queen or the princess, he knows where to go. So these horses are the archetypes. Now, we're talking about this wizard or the digger we talk. And can you close your eyes and take your digger by heart? Yeah. Please. Yes, close your eyes and take a deep breath, Asley. And maybe you can connect with this digger. And that's what I tell the watchers. You can talk with these archetypes. You know, maybe they don't know. And you can see him maybe. Can you see this digger, Asley, when you close your eyes? Or can you see him?
I can see a digger, yes, on a very superficial level.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the outer layer.
Maybe. And is he a man or a woman?
A man.
Mm-hmm. And can you see how he looks like? His age, or his clothes, or his soul?
He's 42.
Okay. And what is the function of this digger in your kingdom, in your life? Can you tell me, please?
He's digging and digging and digging, trying to understand how to be the wizard.
Great. So he's digging and looking for the wizard. Is that it?
Well, yeah, the wizard inside himself, yes.
Okay. So then we ask the digger to close his eyes, maybe. And
yeah, that's a good idea.
Is this the negative side, the shadow side of the digger, that he won't?
Well, yeah, because the digger's constantly searching.
And he won't find anything.
Right.
That is the shadow side. He's looking for something you don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Are you looking for something in your life you don't know?
No, not right now.
Does it sound like Great. So the digger, he's not your friend, I think, is it?
I think he's a past experience.
Yeah. I think he's not in your inner dream team, because all those members, those archetypes you use daily life, it's not the digger, is it?
No.
Can we give it a try to the wizard, maybe?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can put the card down. And take the wizard.
Okay.
How does that feel to have on your heart the wizard? You like him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more exciting, isn't it?
He feels more open, more free to express. There's no challenges. It comes easy.
So you're more connected with the wizard.
I think I'm connected with all of them. But you mean more easier to connect with? Probably, yes.
Yeah, probably. And what does the wizard do in your kingdom? You want to invite him for daily life to make more magic in your life?
I think so. I think he's there all the time.
He is from magic. And can you tell me more about the magic he helps you with? Can he support you with your healing processes, maybe?
He says that I can show people the wizardry that we can all do.
Tell me more. So interesting.
So this wizard can show and support others in seeing the wizard in themselves.
Yes. Because everybody has a wizard, isn't it?
Yes.
But they maybe, I think a lot of people are afraid of the wizard. Don't you think so?
I think they're afraid maybe that they're going to be digging forever and never find anything. And I think maybe that this person might struggle with how others may struggle with the digging and find challenges to define the ease and the grace of this part of themselves.
That's beautiful said, Asley. But I think maybe, and it's all about this dream team, that they can work together. Don't you think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's all about working together. We also work together. That all the archetypes also work together in the dream team. So you get support from each other, isn't it?
Right.
And the other card.
Maybe the innkeeper can help.
But I live in the Netherlands, and all the restaurants and hotels are closed now by the coronavirus. Right. So difficult.
Well, what if we're our own innkeeper, right, for ourselves?
Yeah, that's good. But that's another archetype. And I will look for it. I think it's here. Yeah, that's the nourisher. He knows what you need. Can you see it?
Yes.
He has an empty belly, and this is cream, whipped cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yes.
And I pulled another card too, and it said this one.
That's the prophet.
Is maybe the prophet inside of ourselves helps us find our inner wizard.
And can you see she has a key around her neck? Can you see that?
Yes.
The key to your heart. She wears it on your heart. And what should be the shadow side of the prophet? Do you know?
That you know too much?
Maybe. You don't share. Yeah, you know too much. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. But
it's
really nice. I mean, I think that's nice. Maybe I can focus my support and love for myself and all others to access our prophet instead of our digger.
Stop digging. Yeah, I don't like the digger at all. No.
Right. So accessing our inner prophet, that's really amazing to support our inner wizardry.
But also your inner healer or your inner nourisher. That's really great. Because we have to heal also ourselves with healing energy. Your own energy can heal you.
Yes.
Don't let the corona come in. Yeah. Ashley, can you pick one other card which will be your favorite? You can look, you know the cards. Which is your right hand you use every day.
I'll have my inner guidance choose for me.
Oh, that's great.
I like that better. It's more fun for me.
Yeah, you like to have fun, I know. That's the jester, your jester. Always funny.
Here it is. Yeah. I pulled that one.
Again, spinner, again.
Yeah.
And what's the negative side? What's the shadow side of your spinner? Because you're pretty good in connecting with people, the connector. But what is the shadow side? When she's not connected?
The second line and the third line, do the two of you match and I don't fit in this network? No. I think that's my shadow side.
Mm-hmm. But you're really honest and you will say it when you're not in the good team, is it? Have you ever been in not a good community, in a bad community, it doesn't fit? You can be a spinner.
I'm working on that right now, actually. Yeah. I'm working on being a good spinner in every group, in every situation, no matter what the genre or doctrine or theology or value system that group has. How many, be a part of every group in the whole entire universe.
And in how many groups are you now?
Too many to count.
I think so. So that's the shadow side.
No, too many to count of groups I'm in. Did you ask how many groups do I have disagreements with? Mm-hmm. Oh, I think about 3 I'm working on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the conscious kids is your favorite, or your healing energy? What's it?
Yes. I think I've spent more time in the challenged groups more than the ones I really love.
That's a shadow side.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
Can you tell me how this works for you? Because this is good insight. I love it.
I sense I'm patient to work with the groups that I love and enjoy. Mm-hmm. And I'm open to experiencing the groups that challenge me or the world or everyone inside, as I'm working significantly in the area of heart-centered consensus consciousness for the world. Mm. And some groups may or may not have that ideal or value that they're searching for in their group. And I'm looking to support all groups to create a consensus where we all come together through our heart coherence and creating what it is we want in the world.
And what archetype is doing that for you?
That's a good question. Shall I pull a card?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I don't think I've pulled that card before. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
With the coherence with your heart. That would be.
Here it is.
Ooh, the researcher. Like the digger. Yeah, what's he doing for you, the researcher? What can he do for you? You know?
The researcher helps me see perspectives I hadn't seen before. And allows me to see the other group's perspectives so that the values can, instead of being hitting each other, they can coalesce and come together.
So you need some invitation to think a bit deeper, that you could feel the connection with this new group or a group you're talking about. You want to use also your brains, because I thought when I met you, a very clever woman, and you are.
I work with areas where seeking spiritual sovereignty for everyone on the planet and every being and energy, and having that idea of being free, open, independent in a way to be interdependent with one another, so that we can share this opportunity and experience called life in a way where we all collaborate, have compassion, heart, and understanding. Not all groups feel that way, and I support all groups coming together that way. So I'm patient and understanding through observation to support that.
And that's the researcher also. Yeah.
Yes.
Observation. So what is your most, your number one right-hand archetype, Asley Lee? Can you tell me?
My number one right-hand archetype.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's have my inner guidance.
I'm really curious.
Wow, it's 2.
This is interesting because they're the connector and the spinner, I understand, but the warrior, what is he doing for you? Because you want to fight. You want to fight?
My warrior days are over. I did. They're over now.
Yeah, yeah. But he has a spear and he has a heart on it. Look at it. Yeah, yeah. And it looks not too bad, but he protects himself. Maybe he protects the world or other people, maybe.
I think I'm here to connect the warriors to release righteous anger and benevolence versus benevolence.
That's great. Yeah, well said. You're really a special woman, Asley. And you're also, you can see yourself on Awake TV with your shows. When is your time?
Yes.
Your time slots? You're working on Awake TV so people can watch you?
Yes, on Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am working with a geneticist and we are talking and exploring the world of genetic consciousness.
And you do it together with a colleague, isn't it?
Yes, her name is Casey Connolly. She is a molecular geneticist.
Okay.
Well, and we are working together to share with the world how our consciousness impacts our genes.
The genius. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
The genius. Yeah. So actually, this is wonderful. I will have a look next Sunday to your show. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for contributing.
Thank you.
How people can reach you, because you have a lot of websites. Can you send that? We put it in the chat on the end of the show.
Oh, thank you. People can reach me through ashleyleehealing.com. So AShleyEehealing.com.
You were great. Thank you to work with my archetype cards. And
I love your archetype cards. There are so many ways that we can apply these to our lives to gain further insight and understanding of, as what the kids call, those thoughts behind you that you don't really know are there. They help you access that and open that and open your feelings and your ideas and where you want to be in the world.
Yeah. And I think life is a game, actually. You know, that's my slogan. Life is a game. Let's play it, and let's play together, Asley Lee.
Let's play together.
Thank you. See you next time. Maybe your
See you next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye for now. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, guys. This was Asley Lee from San Diego. She has conscious kids. She works with children. And she also lives and works with babies in a hospital. She's a nurse. And she uses a lot of archetypes every day. She has an inner dream team. We had always a lot of fun. So we both have the jester. And he is serious. He can be serious, but he also is responsible for a lot of joy. So AshleyLeeHealer.com is her website. She's doing several things. She's also working for Awake TV Network on Sunday evening. I asked her how she uses the cards, and her card she's using is also the connector. And the connector, she is like a spider in a web. The connector is working together with a lot of several institutes and companies, and she uses her knowledge and her healing knowledge a lot everywhere she is. We had a really good connection since I know her, through the internet. We can understand each other very well. And she's using also at home the innkeeper and the wizard. So she really works with a kind of magic inside of her. So I think it's very worthwhile to consult her if you need something. And how you, she's really has a good inner intuition. And Asley Lee, healer.com, you can reach her or send her a mail. I will put it in the chat to see her and meet her and greet her. So this was really, again, a wonderful show about those archetypes. Every Wednesday, I interview somebody and ask them about their archetypes and talents and see what people have in their inner treasure box. So maybe for you, it could also be a very big surprise what you have in your treasure box. So when you think I can help you to do a personal session to help you to find your archetypes and build your inner dream team, you're very welcome. Just send me an email, www.ofkje.com. Thank you for watching me again. See you next week in one of the last shows. Speak soon. Bye bye.